Hello friends, welcome to the Got Juice channel. This is my personal YouTube channel. This is where I'll be posting vlogs, product reviews, and initial impressions. So this is my first video testing out with this video setup. So things are gonna, change, get fine-tuned and get better as we go. So this initial impressions series is essentially things that I have that I have purchased, hopefully in the future that I have not spent my own money, but for now, these are things I have spent my own money on, and from now on and future, it's going to be unbiased. So I'm not going to have any biases when it comes to, let's say if I receive this for free, it's going to be the same transparent review and impressions. It has to be, because it has to be. There's no way. I can't even do it. My conscience won't let me. So let's do the first thing, which is the Linq bracelet. So I'll move these aside here. So the Linq bracelet came in pretty plain packaging. I've used this actually for, I would say, close to 5 days. And I shot a video earlier, but it was only one video, or this product itself for that video. So I thought about it and I was like, let me include, several things that I can do an initial impression on. So this is the first one, the Linq bracelet. Didn't come in anything fancy. All it was is cellophane over this thing here that came in, one of those mail padded packages. So nothing special. Here's the Linq bracelet. Stretches. Here we go. This is what looks like a little dirty because I've been using it. But my initial impression of this is when I first purchased it, or when I first received it, there was, you can still see some right here. My nails, I got my nails. Some adhesive, some leftover adhesive. The presentation doesn't strike me as premium. It looks just like, let's make as many of these as we can and then push them out there. The price on this one when I purchased it was $14.99 plus tax, and I forget if there was shipping. I think there was shipping, but the product itself is $14.99. It's okay. It's a band. It stretches, but the NFC chip in here and the QR code here on the back and their branding here, the stitching is just one, I think the term is just one stitch around the product, sealing this, encasing this NFC chip here. The product works. I tapped it to my phone, other people's phones, and it works, but it doesn't feel like it would last long to me. Like eventually the stitching will come in. I'm pretty, not right now, but I'm pretty active. Sports, leagues, things like that. I like to get out there, run around, play outside. So that's the main issue for me, is just the stitching around here. I don't think this thing is made to last. I think eventually this will get loose from all the stretching. And then I think the stitching is just gonna give up and break after a short period of time. Another thing for me, as far as like the presentation, or if it's premium or not, is this. I'm pretty sure I have some level of OCD, but this is just bugging me where it's uneven here. Small things. The product, what are you gonna do? It's an NFC chip encased in some fabric around a stretchy band. What am I going to criticize about? That's what it is. Now the cost, $14.99. I probably wouldn't pay it again unless they, let's say, got one of those hems where it was like you see on 3D caps where the logo is like raised. Something that's more durable around here. Probably give you an option to have a QR code here as opposed to on the back. I know I get their branding has to be there, but you know, they can put it somewhere else more discreetly. I'm a fan of like discreet branding. I mean, if I like the product, someone asks me, I'm going to tell them what it is. So yeah, that's it. So that is the Linq bracelet real quickly. If you need more information on what it does, just go to the website, linqapp.com, linqapp.com. I think I have a link on my in my profile. So that's the Linq bracelet. That's done. Okay, so next we are going to the Conqueror virtual challenges. So this is probably my third medal now, my third virtual race that I've done. And I mean, I like collecting stuff. It's sad, but that thing takes up all my money. This is it. These are the medals. This is the packaging. It's consistent. This is the packaging you will get when you complete said race. So you get to choose what race, what medal you want, and then different medals will have different different races will have different medals upon completion that you will receive. So this one was the flower route, so the Netherlands. I think this one was like 20 something miles. So I mean, these medals are sick. Look at this thing. This thing moves. How cool are these medals? These smash any 5K, or I've never done a marathon, don't plan to do a marathon, half, none of those. I like obstacles and such. So I've done Spartan. I've done a Spartan race in the past, and then I've done some 5Ks, you know, here and there, wine stuff, different reasons for the 5K. But these virtual 5K medals from the Conqueror events, I think are top notch as far as like quality, color, design. Every one of them is unique. What's in here? Does this move? No. Look at these things. These things are so darn cool. Flower Route Netherlands. Oh, 41 miles right there. So 41 miles was the challenge. So I encourage everyone to do this. This is really fun, actually. Not just as a like collector of things, but it does really provide you motivation, I think, is what it's really providing. Not really like a standard 5K where you go out to meet people. This is, I mean, you keep metrics, tracking. They have an app, so you know where your progress is, and you can link it up to certain smart devices, and it will track it automatically for you. So how many steps you walk through the day, what the distances you walk, will be all accredited to the route that you choose, or the challenge that you choose. If you choose to do so, you can do it manually too if you don't want to count like your daily steps throughout the day, which I plan to do probably on a shorter route, where I can just manually put in, so it'll get me to do something other than just my steps of the day. I probably average about 2 to 3 miles each day walking around just at home and at work. So yes, this is my first impression. I encourage everyone to do that. There's links for sure that I have in my profile. It gets you like, I think 15% or 10%, but top notch for me. This is the best medals that I've come across and structure for virtual challenges and virtual races. So that one's done. Lastly, we're gonna go first impression on the Reebok Nano X. I'm just gonna pull out, this is the left-sided shoe, or the left foot. So I've had Nanos since the beginning, when I started doing CrossFit. Did the original Nano, I think I went all the way up to 3 or 4 is what I went up to. Then I stopped doing CrossFit, and it just got too pricey for me. I mean, different people have different financial situations. So if you can do CrossFit, I always encourage it. It was an awesome experience and motivator. You get to meet, same-minded people. And I just like the competitiveness in anything. I like, who doesn't like winning? But the competition is what I like. As long as it pushes you to be better, then it's good. But, what am I going to say? It's a shoe. If I had my Nano 1s, I could compare it to it, but that would be in a review video. So my initial impression of the shoe, it's a little bit heavier than what I remember for the first shoe. I always like the wide toe box because that's what, I have wide feet. But the construction looks, there's not a lot of, over gluing, which is what I experienced on the first iteration of the shoe. There's some right there. Overall, it's not as flexible as that first one, but I like the raised heel, not raised heel, but the length of the heel is almost towards a mid. I usually rock low cut shoes because I like them. So a separate cage there. Overall, it's a shoe. Again, these are just first impressions. I like it. The cost is what I like. This was like $60, I believe, that I got. This is probably an old shoe, considered to be an old shoe now. But first impressions, it feels durable, breathable, perhaps. I can't see my finger through it. Some flex to it. I think this will be a good all-around shoe. That's what I plan to do, is have this as an all-around shoe anyway. Be working out in my garage, doing some, walking or running. And yeah, that is it. That one's a good shoe. This is a dope metal. And the bracelet, I like what it's supposed to do. I just don't like the build quality. So I will be doing reviews, like full-on reviews, not too lengthy. I'm trying to keep everything short because I don't like watching long-ass videos. But that is it for my first impression video. Again, thanks for viewing this initial video for my channel. I'll be posting vlogs up soon. Sporadically, I have no schedule for that. I will have also a link to my gaming channel. I will be formulating a schedule and a day that I will be for sure live streaming, playing games with everybody. It's probably going to be on a Sunday since I have Sundays off. So that is it. Thanks. You know what to do. People tell you the whole like, subscribe thing. I'm not going to say it. Just do it if you want. It helps me out by doing so. Plus, it's free. Plus, it's easy. You're clicking already. You know what? Just do it. Just do it. Help a brother out. All right, guys. Later. Take care. Be safe.